Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. First up, the Bulldozer. Up against them, the Artist. They'll meet in the light heavyweight division.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument. I don't know what to expect.
Up first is the Bulldozer from the United States of America. They're coming up against the Artist from the United States of America.
Oh, pure bad blood.
So now let's go into the ring for the official introductions. Here's the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from the United States of America, wearing the blue trunks with red trim, the Bulldozer. Fighting out of the blue corner, from the United States of America, wearing the green trunks with red trim, the Artist.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready.
Close the door, close the curtains. This is it. Let me enjoy myself right now.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one.
Good luck.
We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. Beautiful counter shot. Double uppercut. No rest for the weary. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
It's so hot, so heated. There's a roof on here. You don't understand. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting under. You're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on here.
The Artist has been dropped. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
A shot from the gods took him out. One, two, three, four. Are you okay?
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
That's it, just starts the ball. You let him back into the fight there, that's his win. Oh, great work. Don't be looking there for one shot. I want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You've let him back into this. You're better than this. Absolutely shattered. He's hurt, he's ready to go, but you've got to be smart. Otherwise, he'll see it and he'll ride it out. Go out there, finish it. Just get back in. Now, it's a tougher fight and he's going to be confident. Will care. You were thinking, you were smart, jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. I need you to switch.
The referee calling for seconds out. Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather.
Don't worry about that one. Don't worry about it. Let's go out there and let's reset.
Here we go for round two. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. How about that time counter shot? That left hook won't score. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice job by him to block that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Get out there, get your boxing back together. It's ready to go, but you've got to be smart. Otherwise, you see it, they will be breathing and stopping you. You're getting soft on me. On the end of the jab, you're getting your time in already. That right hand is beautiful. That's it. Just start sticking a few body shots in there. Vary it up a little bit so he can't figure you out. Great. It's a terrible round there. Come on. You've let him back into the fight. Loading up, and you're still landing your power shots. Good work. He's not in your lead. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing to what you do. Good work. Good work there. The jabs will get this boxing back together.
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action.
Back into the fight. Great. Focus back at that jab back. Just blocks, be smart, get your shots off.
And there's the bell to start round three. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter. A swing and a miss with that jab. That right hook not connecting. Good counter punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. And he parries that left jab away. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The straight right just misses. Good defense stopping that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
What are you doing? Come on, switch on. Switch on. Landing your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab. You gotta get out there and win this round, kid. Let everything in the bag. Don't be looking there for one shot at a time. Set him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's hurt. He's ready. Go back out there and win the round. Get back behind your jab. Go out there. Finish him. Good work there. You've been coasting this fight, and now you're going to let him get back in. Now it's a tough. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Great work. Well, in the first minute, stick him on the end of your jab.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action.
Just start sticking up him in his tracks. Don't worry about that one. Don't worry about it.
Here we go to the fourth round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
It's nothing but air on that left uppercut. Missing with the hook. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dares do anything out of turn.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? And he scores with the counter. That jab was blocked. Is he going to punch himself out, though? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
I like that round. Good work. Good work there. Then back. Then we go again. I need you to go back out there. Down the middle. You can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him get that jab back. Just box him. Just be smart. Just get your shots off and don't give him anything. Go back and win the round, right? There's only one round that you've lost. Don't worry about it. Just keep him on the end of your jab. You're getting your time in a bit. Let's go out there. Let's reset. Forget about that round. Start sticking a few body shots in there. Bury it up. Great. Next round. Get back out there and switch on. Get those. Good work. Don't forget the jab.
And that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action.
Get that jab and stay focused, man. Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him no free shots, yeah?
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Incredible work rate. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. A lot of effort being exerted here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
It's when you talk about championship material.
Don't give him any free shots. Keep smart. Don't be looking for more better than that. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching on. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. Back out there and win the round. Do all your work all the way like it out. Go out there, finish it. You were thinking, you were smart, you were loading up, and you were still landing your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the... Get your mind back on the job. You do. Good work. Good work there. The jabs are... You're way better than this guy. You're way better. He's not in your big work. Stay focused. Don't get back into the fight. Great round. Done all your work all the way through camp.
Time winding down as we get set for another round.
You were thinking. You were smart. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You've led him back into this. You're better.
And there's the bell for round 6. That 1 minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
No stamina, no injury, but still throwing punches. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get up.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
There's a lot on the line here.
Switching off. I need you to switch back on. Get focused. Get your mind on the job. So like that round, good round. You feel good? Don't be looking at everyone. Switch back on. Get focused. Get your mind back on the job. He's not getting back up. Just keep him on the end of your jab. There. Get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there. Just take the round off. Win the round on your jab and breathe when you're stepping around. focus now. Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him no free shot. Back, get your focus back, get that jab back. Just box. Goes 1-2 straight down the middle. You can miss him. Wait, back and win the round, right? There's only one round that you've lost. Don't worry about it. Well, you're doing good, kid.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. Right back into the action.
You were thinking, you were smart. You weren't loading up, but you still letting your power.
There's the bell to start round 7. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? His stamina is off the charts. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Counter shot lands. They block the hook. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. These two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
That's it. Now breathe. Breathe. Just get your breath confident. You've got to take that confidence away. Go out in the first. Goes 1-2 straight down the middle. You can miss him. Great work. Now back. Take away that confidence. Stop him in his tracks. He's just going back out there and he's to win this round. Get your mind back, get your focus back, get that jab. The gaps will appear. Just keep him on the end and don't give him anything. Go back and win the round, right? It's beautiful. That's it. Start sticking a few body shots in there. They're in and switch on. Get this boxing back together. Just start the time. Set him up. Would you take him out?
The referee calling for seconds out. Right back into the action.
Back out there and win the round. And let him back into the fight. Don't give him no free shots, yeah? Don't be looking at the one shot over.
And we enter the 8th round. How much is left in their tank after last round?
What were they doing that round? Are they trying to get an early night? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to start thinking. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
Big swing and a miss with the hook. Nice job to block that uppercut. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, it's go back to the drawing board time, a unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.